Okay, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a blended value scale. For this assignment, you will need a blank sheet of 6x9 paper, drawing paper, a ruler, a pencil, and one set of colored pencils. I have listed options that you can use on the class website, on the agenda, and on the board. So what you're going to do first is we're going to just be working on this side of our paper. We're going to take our ruler, line the 0 up with the edge of our paper, and draw a line from the 1 to the 4. Next, I want you to take your ruler, line the 0 up with the bottom of that line. Try to keep it like an L from this line that we drew. We're going to draw from the 0 to the 1/2 inch mark. We're going to do the same thing at the top of the line. Lining that 0 up with my line from the 0 to the 1/2 inch. And I'm going to connect my two horizontal lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. If yours is a little crooked, that's fine, okay? We're not worried about a perfect rectangle. We're worried about perfect blending. When you are using burnishing with colored pencils, you want to start with light layers. So I am going to hold my pencil like I'm blending, and I'm going to lay down a light layer of my red. I have to think about where my red is going to end. So I know I want this area to be pure red, and then I want my red to fade, so I'm going to use a little bit less pressure here, into my raspberry color. I'm going to take the raspberry, holding my pencil like I do with the blending technique, laying down a light layer. And you should get to a point where it's just pure raspberry. I think, okay, my raspberry is blending in with the red here, so it's going to go on top of the red, and then down here it's going to blend in with my violet. So I'm going to stop about here. Then I'm going to take my violet. You do not have to be using red, raspberry, and violet. You can use any of those 4 sets that I have listed under the materials. So I've got my base layer down, and I'm just going to continue building up my layers of color, but I'm also going to continue switching back and forth between the colors that I'm using to help them blend. The white specks that you see under the color, that is showing the tooth of the paper, and we want to eventually have our color pencil to where there are no white specks in our color. We shouldn't be able to see the tooth of our paper through our color, and you're going to get that by using more pressure when you're burnishing. So what you can do, where I know my color is going to be pure violet, I can go ahead. When I am burnishing, I'm holding closer to the tip of my colored pencil, and I am adding pressure. I mean, I'm not pressing down hard enough to break the tip of my pencil, but I am adding enough pressure to flatten the tooth of my paper. I am gradually lightening up my pressure. If you press down too hard, it gets to a point where it's hard to layer your colors and blend your colors. And so you want to use less pressure when you know you're going to blend your colors together. That'll help you keep those colors blended. Okay, going back to my raspberry color, I'm gonna have pure raspberry here. Now I'm going to lighten up my pressure a little bit, but I'm still pressing down. And go back over it with my violet. I'm not pressing down hard right now, I'm just trying to blend those two colors together. I don't want to use the very pointed tip like this, or my color will become like a scratchy looking. And I want to keep a smooth blend. So I'm going back and forth. Okay, and that is how you would finish the value scale. You would go ahead and start blending your raspberry and your red colors. But I'm gonna let you complete the whole value scale. I just wanted to give you a demonstration on how to start that process.